I remember that.
Hey guys, welcome to another installment of the My Hero Academia Manga Chapter streams for Sundays. We got chapter, what was it, 354? Yes, 354. I'm here with Mark.
Hello.
And I was really hoping for the Ohio.
Ohio.
Mark, there's something that we always do before every new manga chapter. What would that be?
Recap episode!
Yes, we're gonna do a quick recap episode 353. Pretty much the epilogue of the Agni Kai, right? Which was what we told it last time. Davi got put down. Well, I mean, he's knocked out for now. We'll figure out what to do with him later. But everyone's receiving the word of that. Everyone's in higher spirits now. It's just a shame though, because the Mina group, also known the people just in Jakku Hospital, they got to deal with somebody they'd rather not fight right now, but they'll have to. It's just,
I think they want to fight him.
you know, maybe you're right. Maybe they, maybe
I think they want to beat his ass.
throw some dirt in his eye. But I wonder how they're gonna respond to that. Like, they're tested, like, even now more than ever about like heroism and whatnot, and how can they deal with a dude who upright kills someone really close to them. How are they going to like hold back those emotions? Like how,
and
like,
not just absolutely body this man.
like No Way Home. Like, I stopped pulling my punches. I was like, oh my god. I kind of want to. Nah, maybe I don't want to really see that. Peter, don't.
Peter, don't do it, Peter. You're not that guy, Peter.
You're not that guy, Peter.
You're not that guy, Peter.
You know, Kirishima, he's over here. He's like, sorry, I'm late.
I know. Me knows what to be like. I'm sorry. The fuck did you just say?
So, what was he saying? He's saying our own Todoroki showed everyone what a dude he is, or what a man he is. We gotta stay strong.
Like, they said dude for some reason. I was like, isn't it usually like man? Doesn't he usually just say man?
Maybe he's trying to expand his vocabulary.
Maybe, but it's also kind of just felt out of place.
It does. I don't know. Like, if anyone has to like deliver that in the English dub, then I'll give them props for it if it like really sounds genuine.
For Kirishima. What a dude he is!
What a dude! What a dude!
What a dude he is!
I mean, it was
already.
What was the guy with overhaul? The one with that like shoulder quirk. What was his name?
Oh, that little shit.
Yeah, he right after the fight with Fatcom, he was just like, "Take that boy, that man." Over in the other room.
You mean Rappa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guy who loves to fight.
Yeah, he really loves to fight.
Dude is a Saiyan on steroids.
He makes mashed potatoes on daily.
Well, not on steroids. He's just a Saiyan.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Again, everyone's receiving word, even in the main like battlegrounds of the.
No wait, he's more violent.
He is more violent. Yes.
He's more violent, Saiyan.
Way more violent. Like, he heard Goku crying like all the time. Like, yeah. Not for like for 10 hours.
Broly.
Here's a 9 in the chat. I can be here now. It's time to spoil. No, I get.
Open your books, class. We'll start here.
We're starting on page. Actually, we're going on the previous chapter. Interesting character appearance last chapter, which is one of the TARDIS escapees, Kunida. She's got a thing for like flowers and roses and embedding them into people.
He, she, whatever the fuck they are, we don't currently know.
This is true. And then like literally the next page over, we just see like we see Spinner. It's like, whoa, Spinner, what happened?
I told you something looked different.
No, I thought like last time we saw him in one of those previous chapters, he looked a little bit more like, lack of better words, feral.
and big.
I didn't notice anything big about him. It just looked like he was in the foreground of everything, and that was it. But this gives the perspective now. It's like, oh, he actually has like he grew up.
He got big.
Yes, well, he became Shin Godzilla. But
Shin
Spinner,
Godzilla.
man, that shot of like him looking over to Dabi as he walks away, as the darkness gets closer to Spinner, and just like one hand like pulls over him. It's like,
Pain.
bruh, bruh.
Pain. I'm like, don't do it. No.
It's like he kind of smiles at the end too. I was like, bruh. But he still kind of has his senses to him. But now that like that multi-sword thing he's got looks a lot smaller.
Looks a lot smaller and the rest of him is a lot bigger.
I was surprised he was able to hold that in the first place. That thing was like bandaged up by like rubber bands and stuff.
Now he's just fucking using it like a gut sword.
It's like what was the fish sword in Naruto? What's this called? Samehara? It kind of looks like
Maybe?
that. Just from this perspective. But
You're talking about the sword that Zabuza used?
yes. Well, not Zabuza. Kisame.
Ah, okay.
The one that's usually like bandaged up, but like when unwrapped, it's just a bunch of like just a bunch of scales.
Fish.
It's also very sentient too. Oh, but we
It's also very. It's also very. It's also got a lot of scent to it. Like, oh yeah, I bet it's fish scales. I bet it smells.
oh yeah, it does smell. It really latched onto A-Tails for that one. But well, we get lastly a little bit of the aftermath with the Todoroki side. Got Ida showing a lot more I guess humanity in himself here. Just, and also just being a really good friend. Like him, Todoroki, Deku just have like this higher like level of understanding of each other. And part of it is because of the whole stain situation. At least that like was the catalyst for it. But it's just wholesome every single time we see him.
Mm-hmm.
Last little bit of Dabi was just like this weird little thing in the center like of his chest. So we don't know what that is. I think that might be, I want to say it's an inhibitor that like Todoroki implants on him for now. Maybe that's like just in case he wants to go wild later on. He like if he wants to go he wants to go mobile in time.
Morbin time.
Anyway, last couple bits here in the recap is just us like finally going into the Gunga like Mountain Villa ruins, having the confrontation with like Hawks, Endeavor, and All for One. Last thing he says is that this is why you're gonna lose, number one, as he like pulls out a finger using like some gross quirks here and there.
So disgusting.
The finger one just oh.
It's the one where it's got a little face.
The one with the mouth, and of course it's the gross arm, but it's a pinky size.
It's a gross arm, but it's a pinky size. It's a little arm on his. It's a little arm, but it's also a finger.
Why is he like this?
It's a farm.
Stop. Okay, alrighty. So that should be it for the recap. Now we get to focus on the new chapter 354. Oh my god.
That boy Hawks.
The title of this chapter, it's called Oopsie Daisy.
Oopsie Daisy.
Alright, and we will begin. So we just see we have a panel. It's one of those vignettes, but like the circle of like light is like so closed in on this one.
With a bunch of speed lines.
All for One has one glaring weakness, and this is Hawks starting it off. His life support mask. If it wasn't obvious enough, the data from Stain confirmed that he took his whole rig with him during the prison break, so it's clear he can't really function without it. It's true.
At least not for very long.
This is true. I'm pretty sure it's one of those things where he can really just take it off if he really needs it. But
it's like, cause because we don't know how much he needs it after his fight with All Might.
This is true. In a way, he's kind of in the same state as All Might was.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
they both are like in a fatal place right now, fatal wounds.
Mm-hmm. And it really limits them. We get a little bit of a flashback of like them discussing about this weakness. We have Bestia saying, surely the man himself knows that better than anyone. Hawks. Standard practice would be to hit him with sheer numbers, except this guy can steal away quirks. So there's no way are we going to let him take any of our valuable fighters to give him the boost.
Full send!
So full send next page. So it'd be me, number one, the strongest small team, hitting him as hard as possible with our combos.
As you see, just Hawks and Endeavor just going in.
Everyone just like look at them like, are you ignoring me? It's rude.
That's a meme right there. Oh, well, also, why does it look like he's flipping them off?
Oh, that's because that's like he's like that last panel in the previous chapter actually has like meaning to it. So he's prepped up multiple quirks on each of his fingers for him to actually fight.
I know that the those things that he just like crescent moon blades that he just shot out, or that they were on his middle finger,
Yeah,
but it also so he's just pointing his middle finger like that to shoot the blades, but it also just happens to look like he's flipping them off.
it's true. Hey, we should censor this. Hold on.
Pixelated.
Pixelated. Bro, we know that's a middle finger. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like, this is his way of, like, fighting in his current state. So he's gonna send out the Crescent Moon or Wind Sides, whichever. I'll wrap up this last page here. Hawk's like, Endeavor! As they, like, prep something up. I think this is his move here. He's like, Hell Curtain! It's just a big, like, a warm blanket, if you will.
It's like a big wall of fire.
That's about to, like, encompass, or at least shroud up Endeavor and Hawks, as the sights and crescents just kind of, like, go into that. What he doesn't expect are the little, like, feather arrows coming out of the flames. Well, actually, he does expect it, it seems. He's like, such obvious tactics. Over and over. And then something happens. Something's like at the end of that page. I'm gonna need to zoom in on that. It's like, what is
Oh, you're
that?
talking about? Oh, you mean like where it shows him behind, like where he's like right behind him, like in the black panel?
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be a callback to when they first got there, like when they first teleported them there. When Hawks took a hit, he talked. Hawks
Oh,
actually hit him once with his
yeah,
sword.
that's right. He was trying to do something, but it was like, nah, this thing is too, like, you can't really put a dent on that. But okay, I got it. I got it.
All right, I'm on this.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. From you, the man who used to be the fastest. As we see, he blocked two of Hawks' attacks with that goopy quirk.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Since Recovery Girl's efforts couldn't bring you back to your prime, your few remaining feathers need aid from prosthetic ones to bring you up to even this speed. We see Hawks is smiling. So we're both crippled, huh? Yeah, I guess Dobby's fire must have really done a number on him.
Probably. Jesus, I'm thinking about that vividly. It's just like, it's just
I know.
flames.
I was worried I was just worried his wings were gone forever.
I know it'd grow back, but it'd take a while. So
Then we see Hawks like bounce off of him, like to get some distance, and Endeavor just comes in with a huge ass flame face.
my god, dude.
Let's see here. I believe this is them talking. We can't have our fighters down. We can't have our fighters down below getting hit by that sort of shockwave that took out a chunk of Kamino. Keep the action close and finish him with point blank attacks, all without letting him touch us. It's very important you do not let him touch you.
This is very true. That's so
That's
weird
a
too. Like, it's the whole, like, what was it? It was the whole Toby versus Minato fight where it's like, I gotta nail him, but I have to touch him, but I can't let him touch me. Like, okay. But I wonder if they'll
And
finesse it like the same way as they did. We'll see.
well, let's see. And we come up for Endeavor. Vanishing Fist! As he
Oh my, oh my god. Is that a
we
JoJo
see that
reference?
could be. We see that shot of Endeavor looking pretty intense right there.
Oh yeah.
We see this is all for one. The intense heat passes right through my hard flame fan. I can't reflect it with impact recoil, and Hawks won't give me an opening to strike back. But Hawks, up to you.
All right. But Hawks, your timing doesn't quite match up. It almost seems like Endeavor's heart's into it, or isn't in it. Wait, I'll reread that. It almost seems like Endeavor's heart isn't in it.
In
Okay, all right. That was a
mind
little...
games. He's doing his mind games.
Yeah, he's trying to start some, and it never starts up. Let's keep this up, Hawks. We're landing damage on him. He doesn't have anything like hyper regen. It's true, that got taken away. So he just lands like more fire onto All for One. We see a whole we see the entire
battlefield.
That's a battlefield down below. Behold Endeavor. Everyone is fighting so hard to fulfill their role. Even the novice among them are focusing on the battle at hand. So why does it feel like your head's somewhere else? Maybe it's because your masterpiece mopped up your failed experiment. Aren't you delighted?
What a piece of
shit. Shut up! He's provoking you! Just like he did all that to All Might and Camino. Think back. You should know. For ages now, I've had my eye on your twisted longing for power. And the thing about me is when I come across fertile ground, I can't help but sow seeds.
As you just see Gunga Mountain on fire. Not Gunga. I don't know if that's not Gunga Mountain. It's the other mountain, I think.
Yeah, it was another mountain but it's related to Toya. That's messed up. How dare you say that shit?
Oh, wait till you see this next part. You're gonna want to punch him straight in that life support.
Oh, straight in the life support. Oh, here we go. This is the side that Endeavor doesn't know about. You never did find Toya's body, did you? He's like,
does that not make you want to punch him straight in the life support mask?
Endeavor loses his intense expression and just has this realization of good lord.
He has that face of, you motherfucker.
Fox is in slots right now. He's like, for real? He still had such a nasty card to play?
This man still had more shit?
A man living on in order to atone just can't make a clean breakaway the way I did. That's obvious. Oh, but here you go, Mark. Go ahead.
Right now, he could not have fought and beat Dobby. Still Hawks, by the way. That's why I gotta be here to support him. As we see Hawks flying towards him. Your duty right now is taking down All for One without delay. So keep a cool head in, and then you see Endeavor. All for One!
It's great.
Get ready, Justin. Prepare yourself.
Okay, here we go. Next page of 3, 2, 1.
I covered my mouth, Justin, when I read this. I was like,
he got him. He got him. It was
so
too easy.
Concerned. I was like, Endeavor. We see that mouth thing has combined with those spikes, so it's got teeth now, and he just took a chunk out of Endeavor. I can't tell if it was his arm or just a part of his side.
I think it's part of his side, but we'll see. But man, what a chapter, bro! What the fuck?
And there's the title drop, because as he takes that bite of Endeavor, you see All for One goes, oopsie daisy.
What the song note? What? Disrespectful.
This man's a fucking dickhead. Move forward to the next page with Hawks. Endeavor! Now we see All for One. Now for you. Can you dodge at this range? Nagant's replacement.
It's foul.
As he aims his hands. And we see Hawks flying right there. He says, no, I can't dodge. But if nothing else, Endeavor can use Prominence Burn. So if I keep him alive, Move on to the next page for you, Justin, and look at
Whoa. 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 What? Oh, what the? What the? Hold on. Pause. Pause. Pause.
Heartbeat Wall.
Not the 1A, like, from the tuck counter move. So, this is what. Okay. This is. First of all, this is a crazy panel. So, can we describe this? We have Jiro, we have Tokoyami, in flight, just kind of like on the side, but you see Hawks as he gets he was about to get blasted too.
He's about to get fucking Dragon Balled up in here, bro.
But somehow Jiro was able to do something. That's what, bruh, I'm happy about that. Okay. Ooh, just have to absorb that real quick.
Yeah, we saw Jiro and Tokoyami come in to save Hawk's ass.
Oh, I guess this is my turn. Last 2 pages here. Jiro's like, whoa there, keep steady. I'm not used to flying. I'm barely holding it together up here. Tokoyami's like, you must endure it, earphone jack. If you don't mind, keep your rear end still or risk flustering me. Oh, shut the hell up.
He said, girl, hold that ass still or you gonna make me act up?
If you will, politely. Calm down back there.
Was that not literally what he just said? He literally just said, girl, if you don't stop throwing that ass around, you gonna make me act up?
I'm really like, calm down, Tokoyami.
Highlight of the chat. One of the highlights of the chapter right there for comedy.
Takes me back to the SpongeBob SquarePants movie where they had like David Hasselhoff on at the lifeboat, and SpongeBob and Patrick are fighting for their lives against this mercenary, and he stabs him in one of the cheeks. There, he's like, "Ooh, easy back there, fellas."
I know he said, "Ooh, take it easy back there, fellas." The control.
The control. Oh, but we have Hawks. Tsukiyomi and the Class A girl. Keep back. You got no place in this fight. He'll slaughter you. We have Tokoyami. I may be a poor substitute for Endeavor himself, but you and I are also capable of teamwork. Hawks is like, and we also have all of one. Pesky gnats that swarm about one for all. In the old comic I used to read. Okay. they were jobber.
Well, I mean, we know that relates back to him and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the whole basis for everything.
Yeah. In the old comic I used to read, there were jobbers, characters who only existed so the Demon Lord could show what he was really made of. And then like immediately cuts out a line, Jiro. It's like, how about you save that line until you've actually beaten us? All for one.
You got that?
All right, I see this. I was not expecting this. It really felt like a cut and clean. This is gonna be Endeavor and Hawks fighting, but for now, like Endeavor's kind of just kaput until we further notice. And Hawks is. Oh, go ahead.
I was watching the battlefield when Hawks and Jiro flew over. I was looking at the battlefield. I see this.
I see. My God, dude. Well, first, it's kind of hard to like really distinguish everything. But I just. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at it now. I see. First of all, I see a Nomu. I see like trigger-worthy like star explosions.
I know. You see like the 3 stars over there. But did you see what I put in the disc? I sent it to you on Discord. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is that a man flying with a gun?
Hold on. I think that's the Nomu. Or, yeah,
that is just straight up a dude with wings and a gun.
Listen. Looks like straight up from Doom, but, you know.
We see the trigger explosions.
I see someone with Susano. in the back.
Susano. We see, dude. It's like it's a fucking war zone down there.
Hmm. I think he also, what was it? He also, there was a quick bit where you see the other class characters.
Yeah, there's like, oh, there's more of the battlefield on the like, back in the previous page.
Yeah. You know,
Man, this is gonna be an intense animation for this lower area.
yeah. So hopefully they don't hold back on that.
Like, I'm just imagining all this animated, and dude, it's so much going on in the bottom half. Like, go to the one in the earlier pages
Yeah.
and just really, really look.
I see like the very first instance that we see like below. It shows the first thing I see are a bunch of rings, and I realize, oh, that's some combustion man looking dude.
Yeah, someone just blasted off of something right there. Right behind that guy to the right, like if you go behind him and to the right, some dude just got fucking like smited with lightning.
I see that. Oh my god.
And right next to that, there's a big explosion with some big dude just coming at these other two people.
Hmm.
Or maybe that's coming from those guys over there because I see it's either a bow or like a pickaxe or something.
Oh man, like it's hard to really like see everything. So yeah,
On the like right on the bottom speech bubbles to the left, you see some dude firing out like 4 laser beams.
I do see that.
It's intense.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless to see that. But it's one of those things where you'll probably see it and like imagine that they'll probably show quite a bit of that. There's also the possibility, and I'm kind of, I mean, this is just kind of me having my like yield like history with Naruto type bits where it's like they could elaborate on those fight scenes a little bit more.
I
But
just found the Susanoo. I just found the Susanoo.
personally, I would like them to kind of look at that and just do quick animations here and there, and that's it.
I would like
Wouldn't
to just like see like it doesn't have to be highly animated, but as long as like because I imagine they might just use a still shot, but I think it would be cool, like nifty if we did do like tiny little animations to where it's like you do see shit going on.
yeah, and I think that should just be like the extent of that. But part of me it's like, oh boy, what if they made filler episodes right here, right there? And I was like, oh
Dude,
my
I'm not gonna
god.
lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Actually, seeing all of this animated in the battlefield just for flavor would be fucking sick.
I think if it was all one episode, I would hold it to that. And any further elaborations might like delay the impact of like this fight right here.
Yeah, it's like, but like I told you, dude, Horikoshi's getting really good at drawing big battles.
Well, there's not too many like big large scope like fights like even up to this point because um
I don't know, I'm just saying, like he's getting good at cover at like say like either making a battlefield or just drawing large scale fights in terms of like say like per se like Star and Shigaraki.
oh yeah, in that case, yeah.
He's getting good at going big. He's getting good at going bigger.
Well, I guess that's just kind of like the that's just simply the path of like the series right now. All the other fights previous to that
Bigger,
were always like kind of on a micro scale, but this is starting to get like much larger because of just it is all for one.
pretty much.
Who is technically ultimate evil. We'll give a shout out to Anaya though. Like all for one is a big evil, and a lot of people around the world kind of know him already.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he's got clout.
he's got that clout, but he isn't the only big bad. I'm pretty sure, and it could be one of those things where like maybe when it looks like all for one's down, the next villain immediately rises up. See that possibility. I mean, we like that remains to be seen, and that's like starting to reach out a little bit, but I kind of wonder about that because y'all are right. Like this series is like way too large at this point as far as like the world building. That
That's why I said I do not think it's gonna end in just one series. I think it's gonna get a sequel.
I think the overall like popularity of this series would allow for something like that to be like manageable. We'll see if that does. Well, otherwise, focusing on this main series, they would have
Because
to like come up with a
Vigilante just ended.
mm-hmm.
Good ending,
So
by the way.
so I mean TLDR, like we'll see how that all plays out. I will say also shouts to Jiro. She like that is a pretty that's a hyper beam, bro.
Oh yeah, like her wall that she put up.
Like I'm still trying to figure out exactly how she did that, like from this range up in the air. Because typically, like
Sound waves.
I guess so, but like could it be as discriminate as kind of covering that area right in front of like Hawks? It's
Yeah,
kind
I'd
of
say if she sent them out soon enough, like even like sound waves travel through the air, so so naturally I believe it would be able to get in the way.
yeah, but my thing is that sound waves like don't really have much guidance to them. They just kind of go all around. So there has to be some kind of directional input to that.
I believe that's her jack.
Maybe, but I don't know. Like I have to really see this because like all the other applications you used it for makes sense. Like from what was it? The
Her
USJ that
it,
it was
cause like
simply like
her jacks, like you know how they're usually like auxiliary cords.
yes.
Well, if you look at her ears, they look like they have some type of new accessory on them, like maybe an amp or like a speaker.
It's essentially what she had previously on her, but it's now been accommodated for her earlobes actually.
That's what I'm saying. I think that because like you said, it needs something directional. And what do we use to direct music in a certain direction? A speaker or an amp.
Mm-hmm.
Because and if you say like if you point music the sound waves away from someone, it's going to be quieter. If you point it towards someone, it's going to be louder.
So I mean, I could see that because well, like what I'm really questioning, and maybe I really shouldn't. I should just kind of like let it be for now. Is just the fact that she is using her like earphones specifically to make this work, so it's able to extend out close to Hawks within close proximity and create a sound wave that could help protect him. My like what like I'm almost kind of nitpicking at this point is like how exactly is it able to do this like just immediately in front of like Hawks just based on the perspective that I'm seeing because it looks like it may be in front of him, it may be like right on top of him, it might be even behind him. So and to create that such a small like area instead of like well maybe it's
I believe what she's doing is amplifying the sounds of is because it's called heartbeat wall. So I
mm,
believe what she's doing, if I had to put a scientific spin on it, is that she is amplifying the sound waves of her own heartbeat and sending them out in front of Hawks. And since those waves are constantly flowing, it's creating a solid mass of sound waves.
okay. I have no dispute on that one. I just had to like think about this a little bit more. So yeah, you know what? If the sound direction is specifically in like the central point that we see of Hawks, and of course it'll disperse out, but it gets weaker by that. So that's why that's why it's like drawn that way. So okay, I got it now.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, like, wait, like sound is capable of producing force. Like, say if you're like have a speaker and you put your hand in front of it, it's loud. You feel force coming from it.
Sorry, it's slightly different, but just literally every single like car video,
Oh, subwoofers.
the subwoofers.
Yeah, sound's got force to it. Like if it's loud enough, you'd be surprised what sound can do.
I mean, we've all seen the breaking glass the bit.
Breaking glass. Like you hear when a jet breaks the sound barrier, how loud that is.
Yeah, that's really loud. I think I may have like yeah, I think I've yeah, I probably saw something like that in person, and that was crazy.
Yeah, like if you're seeing a jet fly, and all of a sudden you just hear this big clap. It just broke the sound barrier.
Yeah, my god, dude, that extra bit of line, it was so unnecessary. But Tokyo just like threw that in there.
Girl, if you don't stop throwing that ass around, you gonna make me act up.
It's the last person I would expect to hear that from.
I legit Oh, please. Please, that has to be the thumbnail.
Oh my god.
We just gotta blank it out, and we just gotta blank it out, and then you just gotta write, "Girl, if you don't stop shaking, if you don't stop moving that ass, you gonna make me act up.
Pump and act.
You're gonna act up."
Alrighty. Here. Give me quick moment to get a nice you know what screenshot there. All right, I'll send it to my cloud momentarily. But okay, so this is actually kind of exciting to see. It's actually seeing like Jiro, Tokiyami, and Hawks versus All for One, and like I mean we're talking about like they're still like first years, right? Just like in their second semester. And here come like this is them fighting the ultimate evil, same as Bakugo, just like over there with the entire like elite squad to go against All for Shiggy. It's nuts.
Basically.
Part of me is like, man, I kind of wish that they just had a normal, like quote unquote normal, like upbringing, but instead they're like kind of thrown into the mix of all this, just because one dude had to take a joke so far, and a bunch of other factors, but that as well. Dude, I All for One said a bunch of stuff, but this is like this went like a level like way beyond. And the oopsie daisy, dude.
Daisy.
Insulting.
Such a fucking asshole.
Ooh, but okay. Currently sending that screenshot over, but is there anything else? I think that's pretty much all I want. Like honestly, the next thing I want to see is just the continuation of this fight. Like the surprise like class 1A like interception it's too hype. So I'm like I gotta see more of this now.
It's hype.
And I will say Joe got some pretty good lines in the end there.
Oh yeah. I'm glad she's getting some moments.
It's good. So all right, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. So I I definitely got to see it before I opened up the chapter, but next chapter is gonna be happening in a week, so we are well we're gonna be well replenished like by next week. So that will be
we're going strong.
this will be on June 5th. So I would say same time next week. We will go ahead and cover this new chapter, but for now, I guess we will go ahead and call it here. So, alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.